All right, guys, really excited to launch Recruitemy Leadcast. You're seeing the dashboard right here of our Leadcast platform and program and software tool. So we've been working on this for quite some time and tested out all the different challenges and kinks, and we are good to go, ready to launch. This is live and ready to use, and I tested it this week, and a few of my members tested it, and it's working out swimmingly. Phenomenal tool here. So what this allows you to do is, if you own a recruiting agency or if you're a recruiter and you want to start marketing on LinkedIn at scale by casting a wide net, taking out some of the manual work every day, getting unlimited leads through candidate sourcing, maybe it's getting a hiring manager's attention, this tool can do it all. And we've actually incorporated now, if you have a recruiter license with LinkedIn, you can also integrate with LinkedIn Recruiter, which most tools don't have. We have it. So here's the different options that you have to start campaigns. I'll start from the first icon here. You can actually just do a normal LinkedIn search. So if you don't have Sales Navigator or LinkedIn Recruiter, if you're on a tight budget right now, that's fine. You have the ability to go into LinkedIn, which I'll give you an example right now, and just do a search. Let's say we wanted to look for sales executives. We'll just type in that keyword right now. And we will go into, let's try all filters. And we want to find second degree sales executives, Florida, that worked at Salesforce. Just an example here. You can obviously drill that down further and do a better Boolean search if you want, but for the purpose of this video, and here's your list. Here's your list of people that fit that criteria. There's 19 of them. And again, you can dig deeper on that search and get a wider audience. But all you would do, the idea is once you get your list of leads right here, if you want to source these candidates, recruit them, or even get a new client, a recruiting client, simply click on this URL, go back into your Leadcast platform, and then you would just paste the URL right here. You would name it, I don't know, Sales Execs in Tampa, for example, as your campaign. Second connections is already selected, and you hit next. And what it will do is load up those 19 people in a screen that will look like this. So here's one of my campaigns right now. It'll bring in all those people right here, and you can start setting up sequences to reach out to them, whether it's a connection request, whether it's an in-mail. You can tell the system just to look at the person or to follow them, send them an email. We have all those capabilities here. So I'll show you how that works as we go on. So let me go back to the different options that you have. Okay, if you have Sales Navigator, which I would highly recommend, that's going to cost you about $100 a month for a license. I've had it for years. I have multiple licenses. It is the crutch of my staffing business. I would be lost without having this tool. I make no money telling you that. Great tool to have, and you can run some very sophisticated Boolean searches in your Sales Navigator account, which I'll show you real quick here. Let me log in. Okay, so here I am in Sales Navigator. Same premise. So let's say for me, I want to go after network engineers, for example. Simply type that query in. And I'm going to click on all filters. And what you would do is go through your filtering process here that any recruiter would do and narrow down your list of prospects or network engineers that you want to talk to or source for that day. You'll get a hit here. Obviously, 5 million is way too much, but the idea is to get an output of about 1,000 people. 1,500, anywhere between 500 and 1,500, I think is a really good optimal number of leads for you to start really casting a wide net and having great conversations every day, filling up your calendar. And this is how you would do it. And then when you get this search, you just, again, you simply copy this URL, you go back into the Leadcast tool, and you paste it right here and name it, and it brings up all the people, it imports them in, and then I'll show you how you would set up your sequence. That's how that works. Same thing with Recruiter. If you've got target lists that are saved on CSV files, simply upload them from your computer, and you can bring them in and start a campaign, and you can start reaching out to that list through LinkedIn. Great way to engage. This feature right here, I absolutely love. What I want you to visualize is, imagine if you do a post on LinkedIn. I do a ton of posts. Let me show you an example. Okay, so you'd simply go to your activity post, and let me scroll down to one where I know I get a lot of interaction. These get pretty good interaction. Here's 35 comments, right? So this is a post that I did today, 7 hours ago. And now I have the ability to click on these comments right here. Let me go into the post. I'm sorry. Yeah, so you click on a post. This is one that I did. And I got some pretty good interaction with posts that I did this week. So I got 23 comments, 336 likes. And all I need to do is this URL. This is so amazing. And go in here and paste it. And now it's going to import all of these people who interacted with my post, 336 and the 23. It's going to bring everybody in. And think of how powerful this is for a warm connection outreach. It'll bring those folks in. So you'll have 350 people that commented and engaged with your post on LinkedIn. And you can start a campaign that says, hey, let's connect. I saw that you commented on my post this week about how to find the right candidates for a project manager role. Boom. Your connection rates are going to be like over 90%. You can start engaging with these people, start cultivating relationships. It's a phenomenal warm outreach strategy. You also have the ability to take anyone's comments and likes from any post. So if there's any influencers within your network that you can think of, simply go on LinkedIn, type in their name, look at one of their posts. If it got some high engagement, just go ahead and swipe all those people, get them out, and copy the URL, paste it, and voila, you've got all of those people that commented on that your influencer's post, and you can start a campaign and start reaching out to them. So same thing with the events on LinkedIn. You now have the ability to, with our tool, to get all the attendees of any event. So again, I'll just type in network engineer as a keyword for the purpose of this video. I do a lot of recruiting with network engineers, by the way. And yeah, click the events tab right here. And all these events are happening on LinkedIn all the time. And all you would have to do is just type in your keyword that's pertinent to your business and go through it. So this one's got 83 attendees, 114, 5, 26. And the idea is to click on any one of these events that are relevant to your business. You want to register. And when you do that, this becomes a blue hyperlink. You can click on it and see all 26 attendees, go back into Recruitemy Leadcast, paste them, and you can start reaching out to them through a campaign in here and cast a wide net. So that's how that works. Really cool stuff. Let me dive into a campaign that I have up and running right now and show you how we set up sequences to reach out to these people. So here's my campaign. We've got great reporting on here as well, which I'll show you in a second here. But here are the steps that I created for this particular campaign. So there's the leads. And my first step was, okay, I'm going to invite these folks to connect. That's my first step. So you go in here and you can just click first name. So it automatically populates their first name, makes it more personalized for you. I would like to connect with you. That's all I really said. I've been testing a lot of different, I've been testing a lot of different connection messages, and this one right here produces just as good as any other message out there. So keep it simple. And that would be the connection message. And then you can tell the system when you want this to go out, what day, what hour, etc. So now I tell the system, okay, if the person connects with me, what will we do next? And I set a condition right here that we're going to send this person a message, and we're going to send it a day later. We're not going to look too spammy. And this is my message, and it automatically is set up, and I set it and forget it, and it goes. You can add images, etc. Now, if this prospect does not connect with me, I'm going to wait a day, and I'm going to go ahead and view their profile. And what I'm doing with this is I'm subliminally being in their head. They're seeing my face. They're seeing me on LinkedIn. A lot of people, and if you're watching this video, it's probably you because I've done it. You check out who's watching you on LinkedIn. I do it every day because those are good leads for me, for my business. And if you're not doing that, you should be doing that. So that'll be the next action I set here. And then the next day I'll tell the system, all right, let's go ahead and send these people who didn't connect with me an in-mail. And let's send them an in-mail message. This is my message that goes out to them. I type it in here, I hit save, and it's good to go. All right, back over to this side of the tree. So I'll message the prospect. If I don't hear from them, I set it up to go out in 2 more days with another message. So it's like a sophisticated drip campaign that you're utilizing through LinkedIn with very hyper-targeted leads. I set up another message in 5 days, 3 days, 7 days, and that's it, right? So these are all the touches that I'm doing to those prospects. And you can set up all different types of sequences in here to reach out to your leads. You can also pivot out of here and go to email. So your email will integrate with this system. And if you're not getting the response that you need through LinkedIn, you can tell the system, all right, let's email them in 2 days with this message, and you would set it up over here. So that's how that works. Let me go back into the campaign. We have the ability to collect everyone's contact information. That's pretty cool if you want to export that into your CRM or ATS system. Here's the conversational tab. So I do all of my LinkedIn conversations right here. I no longer have to toggle back and forth between LinkedIn, Sales Navigator, and this. Everything I do here with communication, once somebody replies to me or connects with me, I can simply communicate with them here. Here's the cool part. It extracts their cell phone number and their email address for me and their website. So I have all of Brian's information right now, and I can put him into my CRM and start a drip campaign, a nurture campaign to prospect with Brian. So that's how that works. Let me go back into the campaign, get through this with you. So those are steps within your campaign. It offers great statistics, so you can see who's connecting with you, if people aren't connecting with you, if your connection rate is low, maybe you need to tweak a message or two. You can set up all these different parameters right here as well. So if you're really into stats and reporting, a very robust tool. You can export your reporting right here. You can also export all of your leads to a CSV file too and bring them into your applicant tracking system or CRM. So moving right along. This is the reporting section, standalone. We've covered that. This is your conversational area where you do all your conversing back and forth. You can, any email that comes in will register here for you, will show up here. You can add notes that only you see and save them. So if I talk to Brian, you can add a note here. I do most of my notes in my CRM, so that's where I do it. I don't really do a lot of notes back here, but you have that ability. You can simply click on this LinkedIn icon and go right to Brian's LinkedIn page too if you wanted to check him out more. And then we have integration. So if you're into setting up webhooks and Zapiers, you can do all that. You can import all these to a Google spreadsheet or wherever you want it. And then here's your settings feature. So we're very safe with our members because some of these third-party integration tools with LinkedIn are dangerous. They're not coded properly. There's a bunch of guys in their basement that are creating them, and people are getting banned and suspended from LinkedIn because this goes against LinkedIn's policy. So we're very cautious and careful. Our coding and programming has been set up to not be greedy, and we understand exactly what LinkedIn wants, and so we're giving LinkedIn what it wants. So everyone that comes in is started up in warm-up mode. We're very safe. We've never had a problem, knock on wood, with any of our members, so we keep it within the parameters of what LinkedIn wants. Again, don't get greedy. There's plenty of days and weeks and months for us to build candidate and sales pipelines. Profile views, you can just set the parameters here. I'm not going to mess with this right now, but you just simply drag this dial over for wherever you want. So I keep the numbers pretty light right now and careful with it. Never had a problem. So invite to connect. You should only do about 20 a day. I keep between 10 and 15, again, just to be safe. And again, never had a problem. Messages, in-mails, discover, email, etc. So we even protect you with emails too, so you don't get your domain banned. Be cautious about that. And you can come in here and change this whenever you want. Hit save down here and it's all set. This is where you would select which subscription you have with LinkedIn. This right here, a pretty cool feature. So choose how many pending connections you want to have. Not sure if you know this or not, but LinkedIn will penalize you and send you a nasty gram and could actually suspend you if you have too many invitations that are pending out there where people have not accepted your invitation. They view that as spam and they don't like that. So what this does is, if you, from everything we've read and researched, when this number gets over 1,500, when you get that notice from LinkedIn, so we're telling the system, hey, when it gets to 954, go ahead and withdraw those invitations. We're just being really safe about it. This does automatically. You would have to go into LinkedIn and literally manually do this yourself. Click every 900 people and delete them or withdraw it, which could take you hours. So this is automated for you. Great tool. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So this feature right here, for somebody that you upload it from Sales Navigator or LinkedIn, let's say you had a campaign of 1,000 people, and you're not going to go through all 1,000 people. Who does that? Just tell the system back here, people or companies that you don't want to contact. Maybe it's an existing client, maybe it's a candidate, maybe it's someone that you had, a falling out with, whatever. Just put it here and hit save, and it will make sure in any of your campaigns, the person does not get an invitation, connection, or an email from you, or even an email. Okay. This stuff is not that important. This is where you would sync up your email. Very simple, one touch. You get Gmail, Outlook, whatever your SMTP details back here. And then any ideas that you have about the system that you think would be beneficial, just been back here and hit submit, and my team, my programmers will look at it, and if it makes sense, we'll go ahead and incorporate it. So yeah, that's how it works. Pretty cool tool. It took a long time to create this, but we're using it now. It's fantastic for LinkedIn and email, casting a wide net and setting up some automation for yourself. So if you like what you want more details for pricing or want to do a one-on-one, just go ahead and read the information below here and schedule a demo with me or a consultation through my links below. All right, guys, thanks.